Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Behind me we have our cedar. It's 3-point hitch. It's a Land Pride, and I forget what the number is already. It's a PS 1572. So again, 3-point hitch. It's only 6 foot wide, but it fits nice on the tractor. It actually has 2 rows of cultipackers, and it does have some little tiny fingers you can put on here, which kind of help dig up the tire track. The previous tractor that this was on, the darn 3-point hitch barely stuck out, and if you had those on, it would bump the tires, so I had to take them off, and I saved them, but I don't know. It's one of those things, you set them aside and you're like, oh yeah, I'll know where I put them, and that was like 5-6 years ago. So yeah, this is our cedar. Like I said, here's the second row. Just basically drops the seed down through here. I think everybody's kind of seen a cultipacker before. So it does have a nice big chart on it here. Alfalfa, all types of grasses, Bermuda, buffalo, some clovers, fescues, bluegrass. What else we got? Perennial rye, vetch, all kinds of stuff there. So it basically tells you there's different settings on the side over there. There's a high range and a low range, and of course you can see pounds per acre or pounds per 1,000 square foot, and it tells you what to put the setting at, you know, based on what you want. So over here there's a little chart. It basically goes from 0 to 100, and you can look at your different numbers and see it'll go all the way. On alfalfa you can do, on setting 5, 54 pounds to the acre, all the way up to 1,413 pounds to the acre. That's a little excessive. I don't know anybody who would quite do that much. As you can see, I got to vacuum this out. This is what it looks like on the inside. This seed that's in here actually looks like it might have a little mouse poo in it. Not sure how the mice got up in there, but anyway. The last time I used this was probably, well, it was when I planted the one orchard grass field that I mowed in a previous video on the farm, and that was probably 5 years ago. So it's been sitting inside for 5 years. I bought it to do some field work with, and also on the landscaping side of things to use it for that. But most of the lawns that we end up planting are such odd shaped lawns that we do them by hand. We have walk behind spreaders that we use, and you know, that just works the best. So anyway, that's what it looks like. That's the beginning of the video here. I'm going to get this cleaned out, get our Timothy seed in here, and the next time you see me, we'll be down the field ready to plant. All right, everybody, we're down the field. I just did some seeding. There's a section here. I don't know if you can kind of see here. Oh, seed box just closed. As we look this way, and then we see how wide it gets down here. There's a weird section. The field's not a rectangle. So what I did was I kind of made a straight pass from down there, and then I seeded over and did the little oddball shape. So now, starting from over there over, it's all going to be nice straight rows. I did the oddball thing, but I think everybody's kind of seen what it looks like seeded. I'll go over here and show you the difference. Here's you can still see how it does still turn out a little rough even with the log, but the cultipacker kind of smushes it all down, and it's still pretty soft here. So I think what I'll do is probably bring the roller back through and roll through this one more time, just to kind of make it as smooth as possible. I don't really, you can kind of see my footprint. See, there's still a little soft. I don't really plan on tearing this field up anytime soon, so I want it to kind of turn out nice. I just had the seed box open, just checking our seed here. I had to fling some to the 2 corners. I didn't fill it up full. I did have an issue though. I've never planted straight Timothy before, so I never really noticed what size the seed was. So I opened the bag, and those of you who have done this before are probably laughing right now because it was like the tiniest seed I've ever seen, smaller than alfalfa. So I wondered why, when I looked at my chart, I didn't see a setting for it. I thought it was about the size of like a rye or a fescue seed. No, it is super, super tiny. I don't know if you can see it. I'll probably try and bring you in close there. It's those tiny little dots. And yes, that is some mouse poo in there. So what I had to do, because I don't have a seed box that'll handle that, and the closest seed place is about a 2-hour round trip. By the time you go in the store, buy it and everything, it's about 2 hours. I don't have that kind of time today. So I found some old bags of rye that I had. It was a blend of annual and perennial rye. They're probably 6 years old, 5-6 years old, so I don't know what the germination rate's going to be. I don't really care. Basically what I used it for was to bulk up the seed so that I could put it in here, and then I just used the setting on the chart for perennial rye, and hopefully that'll work out okay. I don't know, we'll see. I'll show you guys after how it, when it starts growing, what it looks like. So that was the predicament I ran into. Hopefully it'll work out. But yep, checking our seed, everything looks good, but that's why there's a little mouse poo in there, because the old bag of rye, one of them that I had a little hole chewed in it, and of course the mice got into it. So I don't have a choice though, so it's just extra fertilizer, right? All right, well, I'm going to get back to seeding, and I'll throw the camera up so you can see me make a couple passes, and there we go. Got to keep moving. finished. There's a couple lumpy spots where that sod was, but everything is all in, and there was just dry enough on top that we had a layer of dust, so everything's all dusty. But you put your finger in the dirt and it's wet. So let's see what we had here. That's what we got left over. Not too bad. I don't know about you guys, but anybody else that use a seeder similar to this, or a cultipacker style, does it ever seem like when you first start, the seed like disappears out of the box, and then as you go on and you get towards the end, it seems to level out, and it's like, okay, we're gonna have enough. The bugs are out. Because that's how it always feels when I use this thing. It seems like it empties out quick at first, and then when I get towards the end, I end up with plenty left over. So anyway, all right, now I got to roll this. That's going to be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. Any questions, comments, whatever, leave them down below. Don't forget that thumbs up, the subscribe button, the bell icon, all that crap down there. Hit it up for me. And thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next video.